What mankind is busy doing right now, all of mankind, is decorating their cage. Because the whole concept of Maya is that you're living inside a cage. Now, what you're doing your whole life is you're decorating it. Oh, now I've got a Bentley. Look at it. Then you take the Bentley and you put it in this part of the cage. Look, it looks so nice. I'm so happy. And you buy a new house. It's a bigger house. And then you get a big house. Now you bought a Rolex. Wow. Put that Rolex in this corner. Oh, look at that Rolex. You're inside a cage all the time. And what all of mankind is doing, they're getting happier and, consoling themselves. Look at my cage, it's so beautiful. I love my cage. Look at this new Louis Vuitton bag I bought for myself. What you're not realizing is all bullshit. Real life, the way it was meant to be lived, the way it was meant to be experienced, is outside of the cage. It's in meditation. It's in serving humanity. It's in loving. It's in living in a constant state of gratitude. That's where the real life is. The moment I felt a major shift in my whole life was when I had just completed my Kundalini Yoga teacher training course for 30 days. I happened to be in London and I love shopping. So I was on Sloane Street. I'll never forget that spot because it changed my whole life. I was walking and it was a beautiful day. I was walking down Sloane Street and suddenly, like a bolt of lightning, literally, I just felt myself cloaked and covered in gold, like as if my aura was golden color. And whoever I saw in front of me, I just felt so much love for them, and I just felt it so profoundly, so deeply. It was so magical. I started crying. It was not crying out of any sadness. It was beautiful. It was very blissful crying. And I was in a state of joy. I love my wife so much that I wanted to share this with her. I want to share everything with my wife. I called her up. And as soon as I heard her voice, I started crying all over again. And she freaked out. My wife was like, "Why are you crying? What happened? Are you okay? Are you safe?" But I couldn't talk. I was just crying and crying and crying. Finally, I stopped crying. I said, "This is what happened. I just felt so much love and I felt this gold color all around me. And the whole world looked different to me. And everybody I saw was so beautiful and I wanted to love everyone." And she said, "If it was so beautiful, why are you crying so much?" I said, "Because now I realize that my life is not my life anymore. It's not mine, it's not yours, it's not our daughter's. It's in service of mankind and humanity. And I'm crying because I'm so blessed to have been given this opportunity to serve mankind. And the rest of my life, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach Kundalini Yoga." What really Kundalini Yoga does, it heals you deeply and in a very profound way. It's not that I have read it in a book that it's nice or I have seen it and heard it from somewhere else. It's healed me. When I did my first class about 14 years ago, my whole life was different. I looked different. As an actor, I only got casted for roles that were of angry actors. If anybody wanted an angry actor, they called me up. There was no question, there was no discussion. Because in real life, I was angry. And Kundalini Yoga, the first thing that it did for me in my life was to take out that anger from my life. And it was such a beautiful transformation for me. Just as I got casted for angry roles before Kundalini Yoga, after I practiced Kundalini Yoga, immediately I started getting casted for the roles which require somebody to be calm. I got casted as a Brahma, who's a god. And the best part is that whenever I used to go to the set, the director used to say that everybody's saying that Brahma has come to the set. Nobody said the actor has come to the set. They used to all make fun of it. They said, "Oh my God, you look like Brahma." Kundalini Yoga changed my life. When you do Kundalini Yoga, it's a science that goes into your soul and gets hold of your anger, your pain, your grief, your sorrow, everything that is holding you back in your life, and then it takes it out. The problem is we don't even realize most of us are living in a state of misaligned chakras. We're living through the first three chakras in a state of anger or in a state of grief or obsessed with sex. We have these obsessions which are very material. When you have dealt with those obsessions, when you have worked on yourself through a practice, I'm not saying necessarily Kundalini Yoga, you could do Sufi whirling, you could do anything which is spiritual. I'm not saying religious, I'm saying spiritual. When you work on yourself, then you heal the first three chakras, then you graduate. In that process of graduation, you first reach to the Anahata chakra. When the Anahata chakra opens up and you feel that bliss and the joy of that opening of the heart chakra, you feel so much love. And whoever you see, whatever you are getting in touch with or in contact with, you are feeling that love. And it's such a beautiful feeling that only if you experience it, you will know what I'm talking about. And then you do some more work, you do some more spiritual practice, you graduate to the next class. You open your Vishuddhi chakra. That's your throat chakra. Now your bliss and your joy comes in your life because now you understand that your life is not your life anymore. It's a life in the service of mankind, of humanity and Mother Nature, Mother Earth. And that bhava, that intention, that knowledge that you're so blessed to be able to sacrifice your whole life in service of mankind, it gives you another level of bliss. It's a different level of bliss altogether. And you feel that joy of being in that blessed position that you want to help everybody, as many people as you can. And then you do some more work, you do some more practice, you do some more Kundalini Yoga, you do whatever you do, and then you open your Ajna chakra. And when the third eye opens up, you can see the matrix decoded. It's like the movie Matrix, how you see the coding of life itself and how all of humanity is living within the matrix, which Indians call Maya, the illusion. And it breaks that. And it makes you realize that there is life beyond Maya, which is a beautiful life. It's actually heaven. You are meant to experience heaven when you're alive, not after you die. When you open your Ajna chakra, you're seeing the reality of how beautiful this world really is. And you feel so much at peace with so much bliss, so much of joy, because now you're seeing the light, the divine light, clearly. And then you do some more work, you do some more practice, you open your Sahasrara chakra. And now, the light that you were seeing with the Ajna chakra, you become the light. You become a part of that light. It's called moksha. So it's a process, and it's a beautiful process. I'm experiencing magic on a daily basis. I experience miracles on a daily basis, and some of them are so far out that it's shocking. Something that I think of, that I wish was happening, happens. If I want to meet someone, suddenly he appears. It's a miracle every day. It's possible for every human being to experience it. I'm not special. It's not that God loves me more than he loves you. We are all gods. All of the Vedas, all of the Upanishads, they have been condensed into 4 sentences. And the meaning of all the 4 sentences is the same. I am the Brahma. I am the actor of my movie. I am the director of my movie. I am the story writer. I am the producer. I create my own movie. I create my whole life. I am creating it. So if you are unhappy right now, you have to look at yourself and see what you need to do to create that shift within yourself to become happy. Because what you are experiencing outside is a reflection of what is inside of you. All my friends who know me for the last 30 years and more, they feel really sorry for me. They say, 20 years ago, you used to smoke 2 packets of cigarettes a day. You love single malt. I have the rarest single malts. I love my wine. I love Barolo. I love partying. I would go to the best clubs in Paris, in Las Vegas, in New York, smoking, drinking, gambling, playing poker, going to the best casinos. And now, I like to sleep at 9:30. I like to sleep at 10. I love food before. Now I eat only lunch. I don't have breakfast. I don't have dinner. And my lunch is also really simple. So my friends feel really sorry for me. So, what has spirituality done to you? So you see, the thing about spirituality is, it gives you the power to get whatever you want, but it gives you the wisdom to not want it anymore.